How do fraud, scamming, and money laundering connect to weapons supply and gang control? How are Jamaican law enforcement agencies combating this complex issue? We'll get those questions answered and more on this episode of Follow the Money. Welcome to Follow the Money, the podcast that unpacks the world of financial crime and how it affects us here in Jamaica. This podcast is a production of the Financial Investigations Division, FID. I'm your host, Robian Williams, and today we shift focus to how financial crime doesn't just steal money, it destabilizes communities. Joining me is Acting Senior Superintendent of Police, Victor Barrett. He is the head of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, CTOC. Now, he brings deep insight into how law enforcement tracks the flow of illicit money and attempts to cut off the lifelines of gang networks. We'll explore how fraud, scamming, and money laundering connect to weapons supply and gang control, and what we, as a country, are doing about it. SSP Barrett, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here.
And thanks for having me.
Now, many see lottery scamming, fraud, and financial crime purely as non-violent crimes. Help our audience to understand how financial flows or dirty money feed into gang operations and crime.
All right, so first things first, we have to look at the big picture.
Yes.
So transnational organized crime, because scamming, fraud, it's cross-border.
Yes.
So estimates put that to date about 5 to 7 trillion US dollars. So, just put in perspective. So
Yes.
it's big money business.
Yes.
So scamming, fraud, in modern time now we have fishing, not going on a boat to fish.
Yes.
But persons, sending
Emails.
which mirrors
Yes.
an authentic email,
Yes.
trying to get your information so they can steal your data, your banking information, your funds.
Yes.
With that said, fraud, the scamming, and whatever criminal activities, it brings in money.
It does, yes.
Right? So for the criminal, the bad actors, I like to call them bad actors.
The bad actors.
For the bad actors to purchase weapons and create mayhem, they need funds.
Yes.
And then they find these means, I call them tributaries. And even the issue of intellectual property rights, because they see it as a soft crime, huge money, right? I mean, a 5 trillion US industry. So it's big money business. So they take funds from those avenues, and then they create mayhem by purchasing guns, ammunition. They use it to control turfs. They use it as a means of securing legal counsel, because counsel has to be paid.
Yes. So you're saying it's not just the scamming, it's not just the money, but it leads to all of these. Indeed. And in media and research, it's argued that rival scamming gangs, they compete over lead sheets. You know what lead sheets are. You can explain what a lead sheet is. Victim pools and even territorial control. From your perspective, how real is that?
It's a reality, because the scamming is it's happening.
Yes.
So what happens now is that because of our vigilance, persons are more aware.
Yeah.
There is put it this way, the demand and supply creates a problem.
Yes.
So there are more persons are aware of these scammers. So there are less persons to be scammed, right? So you find out the scammers now, they are fighting. So like
they're fighting each other
for a client, so to speak, and it creates problem.
From your perspective at the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Investigation Branch, CTOC, how does financial crime really fuel the illegal gun trade and the organized gangs here in Jamaica? How it trickles down? You were saying that it trickles down.
Right. In a simplified way, for you to purchase the weapon, you need money. So if you're into the guns for drugs trade in Haiti,
Yes.
You need money to buy the drugs. If they're getting involved in meat, can you have meat for drugs?
Meat
for
for
gun.
gun.
Yeah, man. So when they can't find the drugs, they steal animals and they slaughter them and they take the meat and trade the meat for guns. Right. So whichever way.
To Jamaica?
To other parts.
Oh, to other parts.
To other parts.
Okay.
Right, to other parts. So whether it's drugs or meat or whatever kind, they need cash.
Yes.
Right? To purchase these weapons. To buy gas for the boat, to pay lookout.
Yeah.
So the financial resources of these criminals, is important for them. And then they find various means, to get the cash.
Indeed.
So from our perspective now, we realize now that if we hit them in the pocket,
yes,
remove the cash,
yes,
then we have a better society.
Indeed. Could you share like an example where a financial crime case led to the seizure of weapons, arrests of gang members?
All right, so we don't want to give away
too much,
but there are instances where collaboration with international local partners, where we intercept bad actors and we put them before the court, and we use what is called the POCA Section 5.
Yes,
Proceeds
POCA.
of Crime Act,
Yes.
Section 5, where we go after their money. So once we put them for the criminal court and they're convicted, then we call it a Section 5.
Yes.
It's like a civil remedy where you go in and we assess them and look at your criminal lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that is the sole intention is to remove the cash from those bad actors.
In this day and age, technology, we see it advancing, like data analytics or digital forensics. How do you trail the finances?
Yeah, all right. PPP, public-private partnership, collaboration. So you have financial intelligence departments. We have a FID. We have good working relationship with our financial institutions. So I won't name a single bank, but we have good working relationship with our financial institutions. Then we have the international financial units, for example, the FATF, which has 40 recommendations for a country to look at their financial regime. Then in our jurisdiction, we have what is called the CFATF, which is the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force, that mirrors the 40 recommendations. So it imposes on countries, to include Jamaica, to ensure that certain things are in place.
Yes.
You have a police unit, the financial institutions and law enforcement, we share information. So in a simplified way, by collaborating with civil society, businesses, then unity is strength.
Yes. Before we reach prosecution, there's a whole lot of work to be done before you get to prosecute the cases. How challenging is it to get all that information down-packed for it to rise to the level of prosecution of someone?
All right, every case stands on its own merit, and there are challenges with each matter that puts before the court. But nonetheless, we are equipped as a police force. We at CTOC, we have a high standard.
Yes.
We have legal counsel in house. We work closely with the DPP. So your reference challenge, it is difficult especially when we have witnesses, right? When you want persons to cooperate with the police. The issue of fear factor, because Jamaica is a small country. So these are part, of our challenges. But I can tell, John Public, that, the police apparatus, the commissioner, he has what is called FDS now, focused deterrent strategy.
Yes.
Where we focus, on the small things. We focus on the major player, before it spiral.
Indeed.
Similarly,
if you cut the head off, you have nobody there.
Right. So we are strategic in what we do. So there's a theory that is called the broken window theory.
Explain to me.
Where you fix the little things before it spiral.
Yes.
Right? So to your listeners, for example, you have a vacant building downtown Kingston. So what the theory says is that you goes to that building and you don't know who owns the building, yes, but what you do, you seal up the windows and the doors. So you fix the little stuff.
Yes.
Because if you don't do that, what you might find next 3 weeks, gangsters take over the place and create problems. So you fix the good things. So the FDS focused deterrent strategy mirrors that theory, where we fix little things and we target bad actors. And we also, have intervention.
Yes.
Where we intervene and we have a conversation to say, hey, don't do this. So, that's a sort of mechanism that we're using now.
In June 2025, the JCF carried out a series of coordinated raids in St. James, to combat lottery scamming. The operation was called Scam Done, Justice a Run.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Talk to us about that. It resulted in a seizure of over 28 million Jamaican dollars and multiple high-end vehicles. We saw them, and assets, including individuals were also arrested. Talk to us about that.
Right. So that operation started a while back.
Yeah.
It was timely. It took a lot of work, a lot of coming together. Resources coming together. So it was a stakeholder approach.
Yes.
Where we had CTOC, FID, other agencies, international
multi-agencies,
or international partners. So it was aimed at showing our citizens that hey, we are active. One, it was also showing our youngsters that crime doesn't pay.
Yes.
Right. It was showing that we are taking as zero tolerance as a way to scamming, because what it does, it gives our country a bad name. Brand Jamaica. Globally, brand Jamaica. And people don't understand that when your country is signaled out as on a list of high risk, then it affects your banking.
It deprives us of so much.
So much, right? So imagine a citizen goes to Europe with their passport and want to change some money. And when you go to the money exchange, they tell you that Jamaica is on a list of high risk country. So you're strong, you can't get no cash. People don't understand the Europe effect. So we decided that we had to, hammer them hard, and it paid off.
Scamming is almost glorified. In songs we listen, we hear them. How did we get here?
I don't know. The society, I think, we have to look into ourselves. It's sad, that we glorify negativity, we glorify evil.
Yes.
There's no respect for law and order, humanity in itself. So I think there are segments in a society that we need to work on.
Yeah.
We need a collaborative effort with our social partners, because mind you, the police alone can't fix this.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The police alone.
And this thing about the informer for dead culture, I mean, if we know something and we don't say something, then how you expect the police going on?
Yeah. And I think, you mentioned the informer for dead culture. I don't think we so much in this modern world have that anymore. You know why? And I'm guided. Yeah. And I'm open to criticism.
Sure.
But as a policeman for over 36 years, what we're seeing in modern day now, we have seen a strong support for the police.
Yes.
And if the citizens support the police, if the government of the day support the police, right? If our international partners support the police, then what will happen is that we will get information. So this whole informer for dead culture is of no moment, because persons understand that it is a good feeling to go out in the town and have a red wine and feel safe.
Indeed, and we've seen it based on the numbers we're seeing so far this year, since the start of the year. I think the Minister of National Security and Peace says we may very well be under 700, and that's significant in terms of homicides.
Right. Well, what I can say is that the police, we are doing some work.
Indeed.
We are doing a lot of work.
Indeed. And I must commend the police. Indeed.
A better place.
So in 2021, the JCF and the FID signed a Memorandum of Understanding, an MOU, to share data, forensic and legal support. How has that really enhanced the local operations in fighting financial crime and organized crime?
I mean, enormously. yes, I mean, it's a wonderful, piece of MOU.
Yeah.
Because, I keep talking about collaboration. And as the adage go, I mean, one hand can't clap.
No.
You understand me? So the issue of removing silos, we realize that if we continue to have silos, then we would be isolated and weak.
Yeah.
Whilst the criminals, they form alliances.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So once you understand that perspective, then things seems much more easier for us. And then you find that one piece of agency don't have this piece of information and the other. So we share the information.
And it makes sense.
It makes sense because
makes
sometimes
sense.
you have 3 different departments looking for the same person with 3 different aliases, and we are wasting resources.
Yes.
Right. So unity of purpose now, is paying off.
Indeed. Of course, it's nothing easy. Despite the fact that memorandum of understandings are being signed, it's nothing easy. What are the biggest obstacles you face, resource constraints and so forth, as it relates to fighting financial crime?
It's the ability sometimes to get certain key information from some of our financial institutions. I will not call any names.
Yes.
But you have some institutions that are reluctant to give us information. And you can understand why. Some banks, or not some banks, all financial institutions, they have a system where funds are insured.
Yes.
So if they lose X amount of money, they recover it on the back end. And at the same time, they're trying to protect the image of the bank by not doing certain things, posturing as if the bank's infrastructure is weak. Because what you'll have a run on the system and the bank.
Yeah.
Right. So some of these institutions, they're reluctant, and it creates a problem. While some, they understand the end game.
And you'd understand also that there's data privacy and the whole works that you have to go around. How do you protect investigations from leaks?
By ensuring that the persons who work at our department, they are of high moral character. They are properly vetted, and that's just it. The moral architecture is of certain standard that we don't have to guess.
But in some cases, gangs or scammers, they can infiltrate.
Yeah, they
Has that ever happened?
No, not at CETA. And sometimes too, you see, we talk about gangs infiltrating, but sometimes people just talk too much,
Yeah.
And a simple example, I'm using a station like Hunts Bay. Something happens, let's say in Hagley Park Road, and Mary Jane says, "Oh, I go to the station, I go tell the police and everything now." I go to the station and start talk loud. Criminal run her back in the cellar here, I talk loud. And then by the time you walk out, the criminal call and say, "Oh, you think me not say I go to the station, go talk and tell the police?" Now you tell them say I go to the station,
Exactly.
And while you're in the station, you make some pronouncement, and the criminal heard.
Yes.
Call them friend, and then it seems as if the police.
So
we get a bad name sometimes.
I've covered a lot of court cases, some involving police officers. And I mean, there's one before the court now, I believe it's the Ranko gang out of Clarendon. A police officer is in that. So the police is not necessarily...
So let me stop you.
Okay.
The police is a subset of society. And if we have a society that has problems, it doesn't matter, a good behaving policeman come in a system, and if his intention is to do bad things, nobody can stop that person. So he speaks to inside here as a human. So I'm at no point saying that we don't have officers who are, who we need to question.
Yeah.
But majority of us, I can tell you, majority of us are hard-working, decent policemen and women.
Integrity.
Yes, integrity.
Beyond enforcement, how important is public cooperation, tips, reporting information, and sharing with the police?
Very important. Partnership is the key to anything. Yeah. Because without that sort of information, then it's very difficult for us because we don't have the gift of foresight.
No.
where we can sit here and know what's going to take place in the next 5-10 minutes. So it is important for us to have a society that is willing to talk with the police, talk with your pastor, talk with somebody that you trust, so we can fill in the channel the information up the line. You have various means. People can leave anonymous note, you can send messages. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, the cooperation from our citizens is of vital importance to our success and building a safer nation.
Let's talk about red flags. The financial institutions, what should they look for? In preventing or combating financial crime?
Well, the financial institutions, they all have their internal mechanism that has their criteria to look for. Suspicious transactions. You have SARS, they call it suspicious, transactions. So the banks, they have their system. So if somebody goes and start to deposit large sums of cash out of nowhere, then it is a red flag. And then the law enforcement, we are alerted, and then we do some investigation. So they play their role. The Bank of Jamaica plays a role also, and this is part and parcel of what Brand Jamaica has to do as a country in tandem with the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force.
Yes.
Because there are some key stuff that we need to do as a country, so Jamaica don't go back on the blacklist.
Yeah, we don't.
It's very important.
We don't
and
want
people,
that.
our citizens don't understand how serious that is. So when I see the police behave in a certain way, and even the banks, asking for the KYC, know your customer.
And sometimes we the customers, we may question certain things.
But the banks has a duty of care to ensure that they know who their customers are. Because it's very vital for the international outlook for the country.
And public awareness. How can public awareness of financial crimes help reduce gun violence?
Very effective, because in my mind, if persons understand the negative impact certain things might have on your country or on you as a citizen, then I think he or she will be in a better position to safeguard themselves and by extension the country. So public education is key, very, very important. Knowledge is power, because it prevents you from acting in a particular way.
Indeed. And what are some of the ways you see criminals, gangs, organizations, how do they get money? Some of the most
drugs,
adamant ones.
Drugs, scamming, extortion, intellectual property. Intellectual property. The same, cybercrime, phishing, on a larger scale, malware, where they infect your...
What is the more prominent one here in Jamaica?
I think phishing is the more prominent one.
Yes?
Yes, because just imagine month end coming or close to Christmas. Those who are into those who are probably scheduled to get bonus, then you see text messages coming on your phone that you're getting bonus, so you need to update the information for records. You click on that,
click on the link and everything.
Right. Similarly, they might send an email similar to your bank that you use. I'm not going to call any name, and you click on that link, and they take away your phone.
Things and times have changed because, prior to this time, one would think it would have been extortion.
Yes, but it's cybercrime now, because we in a digital world where all of us, the statistics shows that 67% of world population use the internet. 67% of world population.
We're more online now.
So all our banking information, our phone, our health records, everything.
All passwords and everything.
Right. So these criminals, they will send a phishing email to get information. Blackmail you.
Yes.
Imagine you have your medical records on your phone, and then they blackmail you. You have private photographs on your phone, they blackmail you.
Yeah.
And they do that to big businesses too. You understand me? So it's a clear and present danger.
Indeed. Finally, what is the message to Jamaicans to understand today about how financial crime is really a threat to security, and how can they be part of the solution?
Right. So, I mean, financial crime, it's a big part of criminal activity because without the funds, these criminals can't exist.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm saying to civil society, be vigilant, share information with the police, and you have a duty of care to yourself to ensure that before you click on a link, you ensure that you
verify
where you're clicking, But we have to fight these criminals, and we need you, the citizens, to help us to fight these criminals because the criminals, they have formed alliances, and we, as law enforcement, as a society, we have to come together so we can fight them and make Jamaica a better place.
Indeed. As usual, we've learned quite a bit today about the collaborative efforts to break dirty money from getting to strengthen criminal gangs, as well as the methods used by criminals to finance their lifestyles. SSP Barrett, thank you so much for your work that you've continuously been doing, and thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
If you suspect any type of financial crime, call the FID hotline at 876-928-5141-8 or email contact@fid.gov.jm. Follow us on Instagram and all the social media platforms at FID Jamaica. I'm Robian Williams. Join us next time on Follow the Money.